Greetings, everyone. Depending on where you are in the world, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. We know that we do have people joining us live from all over the world. We have graduates, we have families and friends, maybe some random strangers who are looking for something to do in the middle of these times. We're glad you're here too. It's in Europe, it's Sunday evening. In Asia, it's early Monday morning. And here in West Michigan, it's, wait, what day is it again? It's Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. This is the time when commencement should have been. And it's an understatement to say that this is not a normal time. It's been said that this is an unprecedented time, and that's true. But it's also been a time in which our graduates, the class of 2020, have shown themselves to be strong. And today we're celebrating them. We're celebrating you, our class of 2020. That's what today is about. To be clear, this will not replace your in-person pomp and circumstance. You've earned that, you deserve that, and we will do that later. But today, we didn't want to let today and this time go by without recognizing you, because as of today, as of this time, you are officially receiving one of these, a Hope College degree, and you should be proud of it. I'm proud of mine. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm joined by our provost, Dr. Katie Short-Thompson, and I'm also joined by our dean of the chapel, Dr. Trigby Johnson. In a minute, I'll turn it over to our provost, Dr. Katie Short-Thompson, and she'll give some remarks. Then we have a video with some greetings from members of the faculty and staff. Then we have a musical performance. Then I will wrap it up with some remarks, and then Dr. Trig Johnson will close us with a prayer and a blessing. So that's our plan for this afternoon. This is, of course, a live event. We will also post it later on YouTube so you can watch it over and over and over again. We also encourage you to post shout outs and notes of congratulation in the comment section, which will make this for an even better live event. So with that, Dr. Short-Thompson, I will turn it over to you.
Well, thanks so much, President Scogin, and to all of you, welcome to the finish line. You made it, you did it. What an enormous accomplishment this is for all of you. I just want to congratulate you. I encourage each of you to take some time today and in the coming weeks to reflect upon what you've done. I really want you to think about this as a major milestone in your life, because it is. You have done something that so many others have not done. Many of the people in the world have not achieved what you have achieved. You have earned your bachelor's degree. And I will tell you that a study from Harvard in 2019 tells us that only 7% of the world have earned a bachelor's degree. And if you look at Americans, only 27% of Americans have earned their baccalaureate degree, according to the US Census Bureau. And then lastly, and here in Michigan, 29% of Michiganders have their bachelor's degree. So again, this is a really big deal. It's a major accomplishment. I encourage each of you to take a minute and celebrate it. It is a huge undertaking and accomplishment. For some of you, it was always assumed that you would get through it, that you would, throughout your whole life, that you would go to college and you would graduate from college. So congratulations, you made it. I also want to say that a number of you are first-generation college students. So you are the first person in your family to graduate today from college. It feels like an extra special honor today, and we're so proud of you. And we know that you will now lead the way in your family to follow your footsteps. Congratulations to all of you. Years ago, someone told me that education is something that no one can ever take away from you. And by that, I mean that in your lifetime, you may experience some sort of hardship or loss or betrayal, but no matter what happens to you in your life, this degree, this achievement, this education, and this knowledge are all yours, and they will stay with you forevermore. No one can ever take that accomplishment away from you. As I stand here in my cap and gown in my house today, feeling a little strange, I know that something did not go our way this year. We are in the midst of a global pandemic. And I have to tell you, I'd rather be standing on the platform in the warm sun in the Smith football stadium. And we'll do that soon. But I'm here today sending you my very best wishes and wishing all of you well. And in this virtual nod to your commencement, I simply want to encourage you to reflect on all that you have experienced here at Hope. One of the joys of living in Southwest Michigan are the sunsets over Lake Michigan and the chance we have every single day to see God's glory in the colorful skies before us. I personally like to reflect at the end of the day as I watch the sun go down. I ask myself what went well, what I enjoyed, what I could do better. And what I believe is this: only at the end of the day, as you have watched the sunset, can you realize just how beautiful that the day has been. And so as you stand here at the sunset of your time at Hope College, at the time that at the very end of your 4 years, of great years at Hope College, I want you to reflect on just how beautiful this time has been. That day began a long time ago with you as nervous and excited first-year students saying goodbye to your tearful families. And then you met new roommates and friends, made fabulous friends at orientation. You learned how to live with strangers and how to make them into your best friends. Some of you, best friends for a lifetime. Over the years, some of you pulled and moraled in the poll. Others just cheered you on from the sidelines. And some of you sang or performed in Nykirk, and others cheered loudly. Some of you played sports, winning championships. Some of you sang or danced or painted. Some of you acted. Some did everything. Those were days when there were many days when you crushed an exam. Other days that exam crushed you. It wasn't always easy, but you worked hard. Some of you conducted research, others joined sororities and fraternities. Some of you led MSOs, others led student congress, but all of you made Hope better. You all had days when you were homesick and others when you really didn't want to return home at the end of the year. Some of you met the person that you're dating, others made best friends for life. Looking back at the 4 years at Hope, do you see the beauty of the sunset? The beauty of your time here at Hope? You made the most of your time here. You worked hard and you played hard and you made Hope your home. And you made those around you, your family, and those family members are your caring professors, your amazing peers, the hardworking staff here at Hope, all of us. We are all in your Hope family. And we all have worked hard to care for you and to nourish you. We have fed you academically and spiritually, physically and emotionally. And so it seems fitting to tell you that if you didn't know, you're finished now. It's over. You did it. And rather than being called a student anymore, you're now called an alumnus, which means one who is nourished. And Hope is your alma mater, which literally means your nourishing mother. Your nourishing mother. This institution has nourished you like a parent. We have loved you. And so as you leave Hope College, treat your mother well. Be proud of your mother. Be a proud alum of Hope College and tell people who your mama is. And be wildly successful in graduate school, work, and life. Change this broken world for the better. Make Hope College your mama proud. And as you go out into the world to do big and impactful things, stay in touch with your mama. Nothing brings greater joy to your faculty and staff at Hope than to hear from you years after your graduation, to learn about your success and the role that we played in nourishing your bright lives. Thank you for letting us be a part of this journey with you. As I close, I am pleased to invite you to watch a video of some of our faculty and staff, those folks who have worked so hard to nourish you over the past 4 years. Congratulations and enjoy the video.
Here's a little love from Hope College for you guys.
Hey, class of 2020, congratulations and way to go. If you can overcome COVID, you can overcome anything. And there aren't many good fish puns, so if you hear any good ones, let me know.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Our current world situation is exactly what your Hope College liberal arts education has prepared you for. You know how to be flexible. You know how to be a lifelong learner. You know how to pack light. You know how to never give up. You know how to use your servant heart to assist others. You know how to love strongly. You know how to be humble. And you know how to love your God. Let those skills assist you in your life ahead. A special shout out to the 21 students in our senior seminar class. You know who you are. I love you. Blessings.
Class of 2020, we miss you so much. So many of the best memories of the last 4 years have come from all of you, and hope just won't be the same without you. We cannot wait to see you all again at commencement, and we'll be celebrating you until then.
Hey Hope College class of 2020, all your hard work has paid off. You've become better critical thinkers, communicators, problem solvers, listeners, and learners. Yes, learners. You should be lifelong learners. And all of this done with your faith cemented securely at the center. You're exactly what the world needs right now. So go out and use those skills, but use them with justice, kindness, and mercy. Congratulations, Hope College, class of 2020.
Hello, class of 2020. Congratulations on your graduation. You've accomplished many things during your time in college. Hope is a better place because you were here, and we thank you for that. Now, go make the rest of the world a better place too. I'm excited to see all the many ways you'll do that. Thank you again. Go with our blessings.
Hey Hope College class of 2020, I'm standing outside the Boltman Student Center right now, wishing that you were here, celebrating you today for all that you've contributed to Hope, to the life of the college, inside and outside of the classroom. You have made a difference here. We will miss you greatly. I already do miss you greatly, and I just wish you all the best as you move on to the next part of your journey in life, and I hope that you will forever remain anchored in hope. I can't wait to see you at graduation. Congratulations.
Felicidades, class of 2020. We celebrate you, your accomplishments, and who you have become. Thanks so much for the gift of you.
Hope College class of 2020. Congratulations. While your time here at Hope ends, we are looking forward to how you will continue to bring hope to the world. Know that we care very much about you and will continually pray for and with you. Please stay in touch. Again, congratulations. Job well done.
Congratulations, seniors. I know this isn't a time that you thought you'd be experiencing, and frankly, it's not one I thought I'd be experiencing either. And I want you to know that it's okay to be sad, and we can walk through that grief together. This is a big year, but I also want you to know that graduation is not an end. When we hear commencement, that word to commence means to begin. And so this is only the beginning for you. And remember that we are here to support you and to cheer you on every step of the way. Like your own family, we are your family too. And I hope that you'll come back, that you'll keep us posted and updated as to all the wonderful things you're doing, and have hope. We are, after all, a people of hope, and I have great, great hopes for each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Hey Hope College class of 2020, we'll miss you on campus right now, but one of the things that defines Hope College is our students' continuous return to campus after they graduate. This summer, next fall, and in the future, we want you to come back and say hello. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey Hope seniors, we love you and we miss you. Congratulations on all your hard work. We are praying for you that you can be agents of God's grace and His love wherever you're called.
Congratulations, class of 2020. The next chapter of life is about to begin for you, and it's going to be a great adventure. Please let us know where you go. And don't forget, we're always here for you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We see you and we are so proud of you as you complete this Hope College milestone. One of my favorite quotes is from theologian Frederick Buechner, and it's this: "The place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. And that is my prayer for each of you, that you may discover your deep gladness and you will see how that meets the world's deep hunger as you go out and make a difference in it. God's richest blessings to you and all the best."
Dear Hope, class of 2020, congratulations, you did it. We're proud of you. I know you missed out on the chance to make some final memories here on campus during your senior year, but I want you to know that you've made memories for me. I won't forget you. You're resilient, you're gritty, you're full of courage, and you're full of hope. You're the class that was born just before 9/11, and you're graduating during a global pandemic. You're a class that's going to change the world. And I'll get to say that I had the privilege of being your president for 1 year. Thank you, congratulations, may God bless you, and may His favor rest on you as you go out and show the world what hope looks like. Congratulations.
I miss you so much. Stay strong, stay healthy. I love you. Take care.
The Hope College class of 2020. For my remarks, I want to do two things. First, I want to encourage you, and second, I want to challenge you. For my encouragement, what I decided to do, this is a little cheesy, but hang with me. What I decided to do is write a letter to the future, and it's about you. And I want to read you the letter that I wrote. Dear future, we haven't had the chance to meet yet, and given current social distancing restrictions, we probably won't have the opportunity for an in-person conversation anytime soon. But rather than another video conference call, I thought I would write you a letter. The purpose of my writing is to tell you about someone, more specifically, a group of people. It's a group of people I've gotten to know this year, and if I may be so forward, this is a group of people you should pay attention to, because this group will change you. The group is the Hope College graduating class of 2020. It's a group of thinkers, creators, athletes, and activists. The group includes researchers, missionaries, caregivers, and leaders. They've studied science, the arts, history, math, business, philosophy, education, psychology, nursing, and more. They care about the environment, diversity, loving others, and worshiping God. They are even year, polars, Nykirkers, dance marathoners, Greek lifers, and chapel runners. Don't ask a lot of questions about that last one. I could go on. The list of characteristics is long and impressive. I can't list them all, but there's one attribute I want to draw special attention to. It's their resilience. This class of students has grit, and that is particularly notable because so-called experts told us it wasn't so. We were told that this generation of students had been coddled, protected by helicopter parents, and sheltered from conflict and controversy in the name of safety. But that's not true. In truth, this is a generation of students that was born into uncertainty, and for the entirety of their lives, they've had to stare down the worst that this fallen world has to offer. Most members of the class of 2020 were born shortly before 9/11. As they entered preschool, the world was in an international crisis characterized by terrorism and war. They were around 10 years old when the Great Recession hit, and they remember their parents and loved ones coping with the loss of jobs, homes, and income security. They are the most ethnically diverse generation in American history, and yet they've grown up in a world increasingly and sadly characterized by heightened racial tension. Even during their time at Hope, they have endured an unfair share of uncertainty and upheaval. Consider the fact that I'm their third college president in just 4 years. And here they are today, graduating in the midst of an international crisis as a global pandemic rages on. The class of students before you is not coddled or sheltered. They're not snowflakes. They've seen hard things and they've come through it without being jaded, without being cynical or hardened. They have resiliently kept their hope. Future, I want to point out one more thing that I find inspiring about this class, and then you can go back to your flying driverless cars. When I entered higher education just 9 months ago, I was told that this generation of students is tethered to screens and addicted to technology. I was told it would be a challenge as a residential liberal arts college to engage a group of students dubbed the iGen by one well-known psychology professor in California. But the COVID-19 crisis provided clarity on who this generation really is. These students are tech savvy, yes, and that became our saving grace as they helped us leap into a new situation with confidence, one called remote learning. But as soon as we went remote, those students started asking the question, when can we be together again? The same students who were supposedly overly reliant on technology made the first case and the strongest case for the importance of authentic togetherness. And today, as they grieve their inability to celebrate their graduation in person, they are dispelling every stereotype that has ever been projected on them. The class of 2020 understands the promise that technology may hold for the world, but they also understand that authentic human connection makes that promise worth pursuing. They are, in fact, resilient. They are prepared for the real world, whatever that is, with grit and determination. Their awareness of risk and threat makes them flexible, perceptive, and good problem solvers. They are aware that evil does exist in the world, and that gives them a resounding commitment to character. They have values, and they know what's important. After just a few months on the job as a college president, there are very few things I can say with certainty, but I know for sure, future, that you are in very good hands with the class of 2020. Sincerely, Matt Scogan. That's my encouragement to you. One more thing I want to leave you with. I want to leave you with a challenge. You're receiving something today. It's something you've worked for. It's something great. It comes with an extraordinary education. It comes with lifelong friendships. But what it really is, what you're really receiving is hope. You have hope. And what does one do when one has something great? You share it, you spread it to others. And my challenge that I leave you with is I ask you to aspire to spend the rest of your life sharing your hope. You're graduating in the midst of a global crisis, and I bet more than a few of you are stressed about finding a job in this economic environment. I promise we'll do whatever we can to help. But remember, you have something the world needs. Focus on spreading hope. Focus on serving others. Focus on loving God. And honestly, with that mindset, the jobs will find you. You know that I love the word hope. I love the word hope. But it's easy for that word to get lost in platitudes or to get watered down by the way that our culture uses it today. Today, most people's concept of hope is a weak desire, a wish. I hope the weather is this good tomorrow. I hope things return to normal soon. I hope there's a chance for me to watch High School Musical again tonight. But true biblical hope is different. It's not a weak desire. It's not a wish. Rather, it's an assurance of how the future will turn out. It's a confident expectation that something good is about to happen. And you might hear those two definitions and think that they're similar, but when you pay closer attention, you realize that they're actually opposites. Because what's the defining characteristic of the first kind of hope, this wish, this weak desire? The defining characteristic is uncertainty. And what's the defining characteristic of the second kind of hope? It's assurance, it's confidence. And that's the kind of hope we need, not wishful thinking, but real biblical confidence. And that confidence is contagious, but the problem is it's not very common these days. See, we humans like to look at the problems of the world and we say, I don't know, that seems impossible. I don't think we can figure that one out. But Christians ought to look at the world and say, with God, all things are possible. So I'm going to run toward the biggest problems I can possibly find because I know a guy who can help make this better. We need hope. Humans desperately need hope. Humans are irreducibly and unavoidably hope-driven creatures. We live on hope. Martin Luther King said, everything that has ever been done in the world has been done by hope. And Joseph Addison, the 18th century writer and poet, said there are three grand essentials to happiness in life: something to do, something to love, and something to hope for. Humans need hope. And true hope is a joyful expectation that something good is going to happen. And that's what we have as Christians. Why? Because we've read to the end of the book. We know how this story ends. And that means as scary as things might get here in the middle, we know how this is all going to turn out. Now, the world says that's not true. The world says happy endings only occur in fairy tales. But that's just it. That's why fairy tales are actually so powerful, because fairy tales tap into something that our souls know is true. In our house, Disney Plus, we have young kids, as a lot of you know. And so in our house, Disney Plus has become the go-to solution for streaming during these weeks of quarantine. And as we watch some of these movies, I've just really been struck by the truth that they tap into. My very favorite is Beauty and the Beast. In Beauty and the Beast, Beauty kisses the Beast and suddenly his ugliness falls away and he's totally transformed. Now, your mind says that's a made-up story, but your soul is moved. Your soul is moved because your soul knows it's true. There is a Beauty who can love us and break us from all ugliness and brokenness. What about Peter Pan? What's Peter Pan about? Peter Pan is about never growing old. It's about flying. It's about eternity. Sounds familiar, right? What about Sleeping Beauty? Sleeping Beauty is about how death is not the end. There's a prince who can wake us up from even death. The Lion King is about the fact that there's a true king, and when the true king is in charge, everything is in harmony. Frozen 2, there's a truth that whispers to you, and that truth is worth pursuing at all cost. And at first that truth leads to destruction and death, but ultimately it leads to healing and hope. Trolls World Tour. Actually, never mind. I haven't seen Trolls World Tour yet, so let me get back to you on that one. But all of those stories point to things that our minds want to hope for, but it's the weak kind of hope. It's this wish, it's this weak desire. And Christianity, through Jesus, takes those wishes and he moves them from the first category of hope, this weak desire, into the second category of hope, this expectation. Now, don't hear me saying that Christianity is all about emotion or the power of positive thinking. Christianity is, in fact, deeply intellectual. And that is why a Christian academic institution like Hope College makes so much sense in the first place. Christianity is rooted in facts. In fact, Christianity is rooted in a historical event, gospel. Do you know what the word gospel means? It means good news. News is an event. That's Christianity. It's an event. Did you hear about what happened? Did you hear about the event? See, other religions offer a philosophy on how to reach God, and Christianity offers a historical event. What's the event? The event is that God came into the world. God got involved in our mess. He broke through. The ideal entered the real, and the ideal won. That's the event, and that event is the source of your hope. And your job, your challenge is to go and spread that hope everywhere. See, God's presence doesn't rest on organizations or institutions or countries or causes. God's presence rests on people. And you and I, we're a delegated authority, people made by God to take care of this planet and spread his hope. And so my charge to all of you is simply this: take hope. Take the hope you have and use it to re-enchant the world. Because anything can happen here. Anything is possible here. There is no challenge that can't be fixed with God's help. You're well prepared. You are very well prepared in your field of study. Use that. Use that to run out into the world with confidence, into the darkest, messiest, ugliest corners of the world that you can possibly find, and bring God's hope there. So that's what I got for you. I want to leave you with one final thing, and it's a simple request. You're a graduate now, you're not a student anymore. And that means that as of today, you're entering a community of 35,000 Hope College alumni all around the world. There's a lot of things that means, but there's one very simple thing it means, and I want to highlight that for you today. It means that I don't want you to call me President Scogan anymore. Students call me President Scogan. Alumni call me Matt, because that's my name. So as of today, you're not allowed to call me President Scogan anymore. As of today, I'm Matt, and I'm honored for you to call me that. There's only one person who's not a student who I insist on calling me President Scogan, and it's Dean Frost. Well, I'll just leave you by saying thank you. Thank you for the honor and the privilege of being your president this year. I wish I could have had the joy of serving you for 4 years, but I'll take one. I will take 1 year with you because you are a special class. Please know that I won't forget you. Stay in touch. I can't wait to hear about all the amazing things that you are going to do. Congratulations. Well done, class of 2020. Spera in Deo. Now, Trig Johnson, will you close us in a word of prayer?
The hope of Christ be with you. I want to lift my voice with the others and offer my congratulations to you, the class of 2020, the Corona class. And as we gather together this one last time, there'll be kind of another time in the hopeful future. I just want to say that we miss you and that we love you and we believe in you so, so much. And we're proud of you. And now that you are a part of Hope College, you don't just take with you this experience, you take with you a people. As Matt said, you are part of a community. And whether you go north or south or east or west, you're part of the Hope College experience right now. You're part of this community now and forever. And we love you. So as we gather together now, would you join with me in prayer? Triune God of hope, whose Spirit's pulse quickens the breath of all and whose Son's sovereign prayers sustain the world in which we live and move and have our being. We gather together in this unprecedented moment with you, the Corona class of 2020. We're distanced when we should be close. We're digital when we should be in the flesh. We're mediated through screens when we should be face to face. We should be surrounded by the same and as guardians over our campus, and whose presence is a sign that echoes the voices of a great choir of witnesses whose doxology never ends. Still, we lift our voices with them to openly thank you and to seek your blessing for these graduates of Hope College, the class of 2020. We thank you, God, because you have been faithful to bring these women and men to honor this moment of achievement. Your life and this moment was anticipated. Before the foundations were set, before the forests were seeded, before the oceans were dredged. For before all, you had it in mind, O living God, to make as your own each person here, to be a people of living hope for this world you so love. For we know, God, that you send us out as light into dark places. And we know that the light shines in the darkness and the darkness will not overcome it. And we know that you do not put us on the lampstand so that we could put a bushel basket over it, but on the lampstand so that it might give light to the entire house or job or relationship or neighborhood or wherever you send us, so that our lives might shine in such a way that others might see and experience the very grace of God. Even in this confinement, God, you have been faithful and you have brought us to this hour, and we pause to say thank you for this season of our lives here at Hope College, for the professors and administrators and coaches and staff, for the cups of conversation, for the lectures and discussions, for the leisure to reflect on life's biggest questions, for the ideas that expanded our imagination and the courage to imagine what's possible. But before you commence into life's unknown future, we ask for your blessing on each graduate, a blessing that would be as binding as a mother's love for her children. We ask not for a blessing of riches and wealth, nor the blessing of security and safety, nor of life free from trials and disappointments. We ask for something more important. We ask that you bless them with the enduring faith of your hope in Jesus Christ, so that wherever they go and whatever they do, they may take with them more than a name etched on a diploma, but they may graduate within them a hope carved in their hearts and minds as God's beloved people, a people who have died with you, Christ, and who will rise with you on that great day of the risen Son's resurrection. May it be this hope allowing them to throw off sin that clings, a hope that inspires them to run without growing weary, a hope that endures for the sake of the joy set before them. May this hope be their guide in the darkest night, because it is a hope in you, the living Christ, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, who is and was and who is still to come, the light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. And so as we close this time, we do so knowing that We are yours now and forever, a people of hope. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, everyone said, Amen. And now, my friends, as you head into the unknown future, take with you your people of hope in your heart. Take with our love. Take all that you have learned. And may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift his face upon you and give you his peace. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Go and be a people of hope for this world God so loves. Amen.